3, 2, 1. Pickles! All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with another video about the testing branch updates, oil rig, custom servers, and what's next for the Rust Console Edition. And that's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One X, the Xbox Series X, and all the OG consoles out there. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you guys drop that sub and like, and hit that notification bell for the most up-to-date Rust Console news. And I'm here with our boy Jade Monkey from the Boyfriend Squad. Say hello.
Hey.
That is just cringe. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, so let's talk about all the stuff going on right now. So the testing branch for the Rust Console Edition has just been released about 24 hours ago, and I have to say, and Jade could probably assist me with this one and piggyback off of it, it runs rather smooth, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, let's put it this way. I'll be playing that until it goes to Live Branch.
Yeah. So an unexpected turn of events has happened inside the Rust Console Edition, and the testing branch ended up being super awesome. I thought it was going to come with a lot of, like, bugs, maybe glitches, stuff like that, but it actually runs super smooth. Anyways, with that being said, a lot of people have been asking us questions while we're streaming in our comments, like, what's next for the Rust Console Edition? From Power Surge, Oil Rig, custom servers, you name it, we've gotten all these questions. So we're going to kind of elaborate on those questions and let you guys know exactly what we think is coming to you guys soon. So first thing I want to touch base on is, so with the testing branch out now, Double 11 can use any content they want inside of the testing branch for us as players to test it. One of those things is going to be the DLC or the new content Power Surge, which is probably going to be coming soon if it runs that good on the testing branch. And it's the electricity and all the components that follow it when it touches the testing branch. Now, do you remember the testing branch is kind of an environment for all the Rust Console players to go play in if you've bought the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition, in order to test some of the new content coming out to the main branch of the Rust Console Edition. So keep that in mind. I think this is a lot of good things, a lot of good content that's coming to us in the future as players. And, I mean, just look at it. You got solar panels, generators, you know, you name it, it's coming. The camera, freaking desk station, batteries, anything. You know, with dealing with electricity, it's coming within Power Surge. Now, that's only one thing we've got a question about. You know, one topic, rather. Another question is oil rig. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's coming soon, but after seeing what's going on within the testing branch, I don't see why they couldn't bring it to it. I mean, it's running really good. I mean,
The maps are huge.
yeah, they just implemented 3K maps onto the testing branch, so I think it's pretty great. It provides a lot of separation between players, and you get to kind of build and take your time with those 3K maps, and I think that's pretty good for solo, duo, trio type of groups. So, anyways, back to the topic of the oil rig. Is it coming soon? When is it coming? Well, we don't have a definitive answer when it comes to when oil rig is going to hit the testing branch or the main game itself. But I can tell you from what we've seen in 24 hours of the testing branch, literally, I think we could see the oil rig come soon. It's a possibility. I mean, I don't know how do you feel about it, Jade? Because I think that thing runs real good.
Well, I don't think it's going to be this year. Again, total speculation. We're guessing here. But, like, based off of what we've been seeing, there's a lot of different stuff that shows, okay, so, like, the grenade launcher is part of the oil rig.
Yeah.
And that showed up in the game even in the beta days. So, like, we know that they were testing it. And with the most recent improvements to memory and having more, or cleaning up some of the overhead, there's room for other things. Is it oil rig? Maybe. I don't think it's going to be soon, but, like, I think it's a possibility. Maybe next year. We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe
but, I mean,
3 months from now. Maybe after December.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
knows?
we have Tech Tree first, and then we have Power Surge, and then we'll see from there, like, what's next. I mean, it could be some transportation. They
Hmm.
could be messing around with oil rig, but I mean, one thing's for sure, we'll see it on Testing Branch first.
Yeah, and I mean the way it's running, I don't see why we couldn't see this in 3+ months. So, anyways, and that leads me back into one more important topic that all of you guys have been talking about and want to know the answers to. And that has to deal with the custom servers and our take on when they're coming. I know a lot of solo, duo, and trio groups really want this because, they're sick of facing Zergs and bigger groups within the official servers and maybe even in the testing branch if you've seen it now. There's a lot of different elements and variables that can affect the release of custom servers. And I think, and Jade Monkey has a pretty good answer to this. He has a little bit more knowledge when it comes to this kind of thing. So why don't you just pour it on him, and I can kind of piggyback off of it a little bit.
What, the custom service?
Yeah. So what do you think about them? And why do you think they haven't come out yet? And when do you think they'll hit?
Okay, so I think one of the biggest things, and they've said this
Mm.
pretty openly now, that they've got them and they've been testing them for a while now, but they want to make sure that the price is right, and they also want to make sure that it runs correctly. So obviously all the other things as far as performance had to come in first for the clients, but also for the servers as well. And one of the biggest constraints they've had is the memory for the servers, because that's the single biggest cost when you know, pricing those out.
Yeah.
So okay, so the long and short of it is they could do it now, but it would cost a lot. And remember, this isn't like PC hosting at all. PC hosting is always going to be cheaper because PlayStation and Xbox take a cut. They're always going to be more expensive. Think Minecraft hosting on PlayStation or Xbox. Think DayZ on PlayStation or Xbox. Think Conan. Think Ark. Right? Like those are always going to cost more. But I think what they're trying to do is bring that memory down for the servers, so it is a reasonable price. But it's always going to be more than, let's say, the cost of this server for PC that we're currently in now. So I think once those kind of hit those milestones, we'll start to see that kind of stuff. And rest assured, when that does occur, I mean, RazorTube, myself, and BioLaser will be doing our own custom service. We'll be doing like a live event thing. We'll also be something that's a more tweaked, like vanilla-ish. So I mean, be on the lookout for that. So if you don't want to spend the money on a custom server, we'll be running some of those between the boyfriend squad and stuff. So
Yeah, and I mean, that's a pretty good take on it. I mean, there's a lot of different variables, like I'm saying, and, when it comes to pricing, especially when it comes to memory and you have another party kind of dipping into the honeypot, you have to be kind of cognizant of what you're spending, especially as a development team. So, you're definitely, you have a larger take than I do on it because you have a little bit more experience in it, but I can kind of gather from what you're saying that, the community servers or custom servers rather, it'll take a little while, and they want to make sure that they do run efficiently for all the players, and they don't want it to bomb out right when it comes out, because when you see these custom servers on PC, they are quite robust, but they also are cheap. So, they want to bring something to the table that's going to change the experience for most Rust console players. So, that's kind of our hot take on what's next for the Rust Console Edition. Hopefully some of this information was good and you absorbed it, and you can kind of give us your take in the comments below. And what do you think's next for the Rust Console Edition? Now, although there has been some bugs in the Rust Console Edition, and, every game has it in its infancy development stages, just take that into consideration. I like constructive feedback. I like knowing what you guys think as the Rust console players. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And also, let me know what you think is coming next for the Rust Console Edition, or what you would like to see for the game in general. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, drop that sub and like. For all those people recently with all the support, thank you very much. The Boyfriend Squad definitely appreciates it. We love talking to you guys. We love playing games with you guys. We love having Zergs. And there might be some coming in the near future, let me tell you. So stay tuned. Chime in on the live stream. Let us know who you are. And we'll see you next video. Let's go, Jay. Oh, that's the most obnoxious
That's
Get a
so
better
loud.
one. Get a better one. You can't
I
end
got
on
you.
that note, dude.
I got you.
Bye. Oh man, wait! I don't want to end this yet. This is stupid. Bye. You look dumb in there.